Hey guys, it's Tinker Tailor here today, bringing you back another Pokemon build series video. And today we have Wooper, who is a water ground type, but there is another variant that is a poison ground type. And I don't know, I guess when I saw this Pokemon, I was like, why not do like a little bar? You know, like a little beach bar sort of thing. It was originally meant to be like a juice bar, so like you'd go in and get like freshly made juice smoothie type things, like genuinely actual juice, not the way that, you know, The Sims calls alcoholic beverages nectar and juice and things like that, but like actual juice. Because a fresh juice is always good, especially like at the moment in the Southern Hemisphere, we are moving in towards summer at the moment, so it's definitely going to be something that is greatly appreciated over the coming months. But yeah, I don't know, juice is so good. It's just delicious and refreshing and just very good for you and good and healthy and yeah, definitely keeps your body healthy and moving in the good ways. But yeah, this turned more into a bar after a little bit. It wasn't my main intention, but it's how it ended up. So it is what it is, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, this Pokemon looks like a little axolotl to me. It kind of looks like a little blue tadpole with, I don't want to say gills coming off, like gills are on the Pokemon, but these look like little gills off the side of its head. And it doesn't have any arms, but it does have feet and a tail, so I imagine it does move around using its tail and whatnot, like the same way a tadpole would. But yeah, it's a little cute water ground type Pokemon, and I thought I would build this little cute fancy bar. And I wouldn't say cute, but yeah, it's definitely a fancy bar, and I'm really pretty happy with how it turned out. Some parts of it I'm not so sure how I feel about, but other parts it's alright. It's a bar. It works. It does things. It does bar things, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, it's definitely like a cool place to come and relax and chill and hydrate. I think I would still get something non-alcoholic here. I would just get like a juice or a fruit smoothie. I reckon this place would do like a lot of like juice and fruit smoothies and things like that. It wouldn't necessarily be alcoholic beverages. But I reckon you could. It's a bar. It makes sense. So, you know, depending on what you're looking for, they've definitely got it here. And yeah, I think it'd be really nice just to sit out on the balcony, have a cold, refreshing, like a tropical juice, and just rest and relax. And you know, I would be sitting in the shade, absolutely for sure. I am the sort of person who, the sun, if it even thinks about me, I am instantly burnt. Like, just without a second thought, I'm instantly burnt. So yeah, I'm not the greatest for being in the sun. I definitely have to wear a lot of sunscreen and things such as, but I definitely think I would enjoy a place like this. I think it would be, I don't know, yeah, like I said before, just really nice and relaxing. There was another bar that I actually built here on this lot, I don't know, maybe like 50 Pokemon ago. I really cannot remember the exact number. Honestly, it could have been like 100 Pokemon ago. I would have no way of remembering, because all of these Pokemon have kind of blended into one, and yeah, it's definitely been an interesting ride, but I've enjoyed it. I've definitely enjoyed it. But yeah, that bar was a little bit of a different vibe. It was more of like a frat bar. I imagine you'd see a lot of like younger people, adult type peoples there. I don't want to say teens, because a certain amount of places in the world have, like, you can't drink if you're still a teenager, which I respect. In Australia it is 18, but the age of 21 makes sense because it is when your liver is fully formed, and yeah, it's kind of smarter to take care of your body and let it fully develop before you potentially damage it with something not so great, you know? But, you know, it is a part of big part of the culture here, so, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, with this build, I did have a lot of trouble picking a colour for the wood and all the furniture and things like that, because I didn't want the build to be the thing that stood out, but I still wanted the build to look really good. In the end, it stands out. It's a build that stands out in this world. Like, you'll definitely, like, it doesn't blend in at all. But yeah, it's also one of the things where it's like, I wanted you to be looking around at the world and seeing all the things around it, and, like, you know, looking off in the distance and like, oh, we haven't explored over there, and, you know, just being sort of like that. But yeah, I don't really know. We kind of pivot a little bit from that, so it becomes a very green build. There's lots and lots of plants around, which I'm not necessarily mad at. I do like. There's some parts of it where I think I've gone a little over the top, but I feel like this is the kind of place that would be a little over the top, and it would just, it just makes sense. You know, they would just do a little bit too much, and it would make sense that it's too much, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I definitely had a ton of fun with this build. I think it is something that, I don't know, it's just, I've not really tried something like this before, and that's what this whole series is kind of been about. It's kind of been to challenge me to think of new and different ways, I mean, that's the same word twice, new and unique ways to do builds, because I don't know, sometimes I can get a bit stale and I can do the same thing over and over again, and I definitely want to spice it up, you know? I definitely want to make it a little bit fun and different, and I know I've done some things that are pretty standard, but even for me that's like something new, because I don't necessarily build new things, new styles, different things. Like, I generally like to build a certain style of thing, and I'm very comfortable with that. You know, I like very boxy, modern, minimalist type builds. I do like the grungy, dirty, feral looking builds. I do like, I guess haunted is an aesthetic I kind of build around as well. So yeah, I've been trying to definitely branch out and try different things, build different things, take different inspiration from different places, and just have fun with it, you know? Like, it's I could just build a modern mansion every time I build. And yeah, if you, like, for you guys, if you're coming through and watching videos and you're watching a bunch of different people, and maybe someone's like really into cottages and someone's really into apartments and someone's really into non-residential, like, you would be getting that variety, but I wouldn't be, because I'd be building the same thing over and over again, and I don't know, I think I would get very bored of it very quickly. So I do really, yeah, I do really appreciate having fun with it, and yeah, just kind of making it up as I go along, and doing all these weird and wacky and fun and different things. And I know it's not all that weird and wacky, this build. You know, sometimes I do things that are a little bit more regular, but I've not really built a modern beach bar before, as far as I can remember. Like, I've built beach bars. In fact, yeah, like I said before, this lot used to be a beach bar, but that was more of like an island frat boy. Like, that's a place where that the people who own that bar know that it's all of, like, not high school, what's the other one? Uni, college students going to that place, and, you know, they're on holidays, spring break or whatever it is. We don't really do spring break here. It's not a really big thing. But yeah, like, you can imagine all of the students going on spring break here, you know, like, it's just, no, not in this place, the other place. This one's more like for people who are going on fancy holidays and want a fancy place to have a drink. So yeah, I don't know, maybe like sit down and refresh, have like for me, I wouldn't be drinking anything alcoholic. I just, not really my thing. I get very sleepy, so yeah, it's just, for me, it'd be like, what's the point of getting sleepy on a holiday? Like, I wanna explore and have as much energy as possible, so I'm gonna take the non-sleepy version of everything. I'm gonna try and keep my energy up so I can explore and see more and holiday and adventure and travel, because it's the whole reason why you're there and out and exploring, and, you know, you're not going out and exploring the world to go to sleep, you know? So that's, for me, that's why I don't. But other people, it hypes them up, so I get it, you know? That's why it's a place for everyone. Like I said before, this place probably does do just, like, non-alcoholic drinks as well, so that, yeah, people like me who just get very sleepy can have that that sort of thing as well. So yeah, I don't know. It's been a very fun adventure with this build series, and I'm definitely getting back into it. I did take a little bit of a break for about 3 weeks. I haven't looked how long it was, but I was in the middle of moving and going through some personal life changes, and I just needed to take a little bit of a break, and now I am on my way to catching up. But I am really enjoying this whole series and this whole process, and you know, I just feel really, I don't know, I feel really good about the series. It makes me happy to kind of get in and build and try all these new things and edit the videos. Like, I'm really falling in love with this process again. And I think it's just because, yeah, like I said, the life stuff I'm going through, like, I'm not necessarily going through it anymore. It's happened, and I guess I'm at like a level of acceptance. Like, it happened, I can't really change it. Life happened. There are things that, you know, life changes, and you kind of just got to be able to roll with what does end up happening. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's been like reflected in my builds and videos lately, but yeah, I definitely feel like I'm moving in the right direction in life, and that's a good thing. And I hope you all are too. I won't talk about it too much, because I do know for me personally, when I watch these sort of like sim videos, I'm doing them for entertainment and relaxation, and, you know, hearing about like, oh, life changes and things like that. It can be a bit not relaxing. That's the easiest way for me to put it. Yeah, it could be a little bit stressful for some people who are currently going through stuff and things. And so yeah, I won't blabber on about it too much, but yeah, I do feel a bit better. Also, I feel better about the fact that I am, you know, fixing things slowly as well. Like, my mic, I've done a lot of things, put like filters and stuff on my mic, fixed it up, gotten back into streaming again, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm feeling good, and I hope you guys do too. You know, everyone should be able to feel good. You know, everyone should have the chance and opportunity to feel positive. And I hope I can help be that positive in your life. You know, I always try and make sure I'm a positive influence in people's lives. You know, even if it is just smiling at somebody who doesn't necessarily look too happy, they don't necessarily have to smile back, but just knowing that, you know, maybe seeing that smile when they walk away, they feel less bad. I'm not looking to be perfect. I'm not looking to, you know, change the world through just a single smile, but maybe I can change somebody's world. And to me, that's important. I think it fills me with joy to know that, yeah, I can have that good effect on people. You know, there are people out there who feel good for the opposite reasons, and it's not really my thing. I don't get why people would want to be a negative effect on other people's lives. But, you know, people do as people do, and I choose to do the things that make the world hopefully a better place. You know, I hope to be a positive influence. But anyway, that's like, yeah, sometimes I get on these weird little rambles and I talk about weird things. I mean, this isn't necessarily weird. It's sort of in-depth and very touching and touchy-feely, which I'm okay with that. But yeah, sometimes I can just get on a little random spiel where I just talk about, I don't even know what, I just start talking. And yeah, I'm sure you guys are here for the video and not me yammering. So yeah, this part of the video is kind of where I start to really add some greenery, and you will see just how much I add. It ends up being a ton, like quite a bit, because down the sides, like at the front of the bar and like the seats and whatnot, and a few bits of greenery, like that's fine. But down the sides, it just felt so blank. So I ended up adding a ton of greenery. And then I added it to the, like, technically that's the entrance, but that's also where the bathrooms are. And I don't know, I feel like it was just a little over the top around the bathrooms. But you know, if you do stick around to see that far, definitely let me know your thoughts, opinions, and feedback on that, because I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like it's a little over the top, but maybe it isn't. And yeah, I'd definitely love to hear your feedback on that situation, whether or not it is too much or it's just the right amount. Because some people might even look at the sides and be like, no, that's too much. That's like just way too much. But I like it for this build. But yeah, like I was saying, other people might look at the back and like where the bathrooms are and be like, you know what, that's okay. Like that's fine. And I used some interesting packs together for that greenery. So I end up using, from what I can remember, high school years, Enchanted by Nature, and there's at least one more. Oh, you're really testing me now. I'm gonna have to check. Originally I did want to use that, whatever that was, the sort of like tall stand thingy with all the plants coming out of it, but the problem is the plants stick into the wall and it's the same thing over and over again. And I don't know if you noticed, but it kind of changed colors. So there was a few of them in a row and most of them were color matching, but then one of them for some reason was just a really different color. And I just wanted it to be a little bit more matchy, so yeah, I ended up not using it. But yeah, Jungle Adventure, High School Years, and Enchanted by Nature. I think those are the three I use, but I might add one more plant in there, one more, not sure which one it was, but I think it might be Lovestruck. There's like a Lovestruck plant that I added in. I don't know, a lot of these packs and kits, they kind of blend in together, so if they came out around the same time, especially the newer stuff, I get them mixed up so bad. I was looking for the, over the bar, I put the it's like a hanging thing and it's got bottles of nectar in it. And I was looking for that for ages because I thought it came with Lovestruck. But Lovestruck has the hanging plant thing. And it's actually the it's the Cozy Bistro. It's the Cozy Bistro Kit. So yeah, it's just like they all just blend in with each other. I don't even know how close those two DLC came out together. Like, I don't know if it was months apart between them, weeks, years. I doubt it was years, but you know, like, was it a couple of weeks, a couple of months? Was it about a year? I could not tell you. I could look it up, but I kind of forgot until just now. But yeah, it's something that I just get a little confused between, especially, like I said, the newer stuff. Business and Hobbies, Lovestruck, yes, and Life and Death, and yeah, some of the kits. I just get a little bit confused between them. And there are some items that these kits and packs have that I'm like, I know what it is, but I could not tell you what pack or kit it came in. I can tell you approximately, like, it's not Cats and Dogs era. You know, it's not Get Famous era. It's not Horse Ranch era. Like, I can tell you, like, okay, it was after Horse Ranch. But beyond that, couldn't tell you. And it's usually the headphone stand. It's the stand that the headphones came on. I'm pretty sure it came in a kit. It's not Little Simsy's kit, because that was where I first thought it was. But yeah, it's the headphones, like, it's a stand with the headphones on them. I can never remember where that item is. Couldn't even tell you right now. I just cannot remember any of these things. It's definitely, yeah, like, how do I remember any of it? I don't. So, yeah. If any of you have any tips or tricks on how to remember these things, that would be greatly appreciated. I would love that. But there's just too many items in this game, I feel. And the problem is, like, because I build so many different things and I try and explore different styles and genres of building, I use so many different items that it just doesn't cross my mind. Like, you know, okay, yes, I'll remember the pack or kit or whatever when I find it for the next couple of days, maybe weeks, and maybe every once in a while I'll remember an item and remember it forever. Like, I have a feeling this Cozy Bistro Kit, I think I will remember that's where that hanging nectar rack is from. But those headphones, clearly I've not used them enough to remember. And you know what? It could be a week's time and you guys could, you know, like, if you're watching this and it was a week ago, definitely ask me in the comments, do I still remember what pack or kit the hanging nectar rack is from, because it's 50-50 that I'll forget. But I have a feeling, I don't know, sometimes I get gut feelings that I'll remember these things. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. But I think because I just keep talking about it over and over again, it makes sense, and I will remember it. Because the more you repeat something, the more you remember it. But also the more you repeat something wrong, the more you remember it wrong. So I've got to make sure it's the Cozy Bistro Kit that the hanging nectar rack came in. I don't know if it's called that, but that's what my brain's been calling it, so the hanging nectar rack it is. Also, when I was editing this video, I realised, so I made a staff bathroom in the back here, and I thought I made the rooms 3 even sizes, but this little wine storage room is 1 tile wider, so I could have made 2 staff bathrooms, or made the bathroom smaller by 1 tile and made the staff room 1 tile bigger. But instead, yeah, we have this silly little cramped staff room, a nicer, bigger storage room, and then, yeah, a bathroom with 2 doors, which would just entirely increase my anxiety way too much. I would not want to have to deal with that. I would be so terrified that somebody's going to come in one of those doors while I was on the toilet. But it's The Sims, so I don't really think it matters. But yeah, we're pretty much done with this build. I don't add too much. I think I just add another bar. It's not this one. I pick a different one. Yep, I think it's that one. I pick a different bar and then I finish up, I think. I don't know. There's really not much extra to do here. We've got maybe like, I don't know, 30 seconds before we head into the screenshots. So yeah, I think I just, oh, that's right. I just added pathway at the front. That's right. But yeah, that's pretty much the build. So like I was saying before, if you made it this far, definitely let me know the greenery around the bathrooms. Are we feeling it? Are we hating it? I'm not vibing with it personally, but if you are, let me know. If you're not, let me know. Definitely, yeah, just any feedback you have on it is greatly appreciated. I'd love to know. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Is it ugly? Is it pretty? Is it too much? Is it too little? Is it, you know, too much green and not enough color? Like whatever. Whatever it is, let me know. But we are moving into the screenshots now. So yeah, here we've got the little entrance. There's not many screenshots, but it's not really a big place, so there's not much to show off. But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out, and if you made it this far, you're greatly appreciated. If you want to see more stuff like this, definitely make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to get onto the track of doing 2 videos a day at the moment until I'm back on my regular 1 video a day. But yeah, if you enjoyed, definitely let me know down below, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.